Guys, it's no secret that Shedeur is now the starter. I feel like Kevin Stefanski was forced to name Shedeur the starter. I feel like this was a move that Jimmy Haslam set in place. I told y'all a week ago, when it comes to them damn ticket prices, we're going to see immediate change. And immediate change is what we got. It's about time. Hold your wrist up. Guys,
what they don't want you to see, Jimmy Haslam just pulled a move so wild it makes cliffhangers look lazy. Kevin Stefanski. Yep, he got forced into benching Gabriel, like he accidentally walked into the wrong Zoom call. And who's stepping up? Shedeur Sanders, strutting onto the field like he owns the place, because apparently he kinda does now. Stick around, because this is about to get chaotic, hilarious, and maybe just slightly illegal in the NFL Logic Handbook.
Shedeur will start this week. Obviously, number one job of a quarterback is to win. So excited to get that first win under his belt. And then next thing is improvement. And that's what young players do. Certainly young quarterbacks do. You get one game better, and that's just from working at it. So that'll be our focus.
If you're enjoying, please subscribe Shedeur Sanders to the channel. It helps more than you think. Jimmy Haslam just pulled a move that makes the word power play sound like a toddler tantrum. Kevin Stefanski. Yeah, he got absolutely forced into benching Gabriel like he accidentally wandered onto a live TikTok stream.
Wrong. That came from ownership. That came from Jimmy Haslam, the owner of the Cleveland Browns, walking downstairs saying, hold on a second, why didn't you name a starter? Shedeur just won. We haven't won since October 19th. Name Shedeur Sanders the starter. Remember, Jimmy Haslam was non-committal. Kevin Stefanski was non-committal last night to starting Shedeur. So how do you go from being non-committal to waking up, and all you've been on is a flight, to waking up the very next day and being like, yeah, Shedeur is the starter? Hell no. That, to me, came from the owner of the Cleveland Browns saying, if you don't start Shedeur, you gonna have to.
And the guy stepping in? Shedeur Sanders, walking onto the field like he owns the place, because apparently he kinda does now. Let's just set the scene. The Browns are coming off a road win.
Yeah, and I think, again, there's such an adjustment for players coming out of college, regardless of position. But think about when you started your whole life in high school and college, and then there is that transition, and that comes for everybody. But the message we always have around here is you have to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And the life of a backup player, whether quarterback or otherwise, it's a grind. You really got to work when nobody's watching and those type of things. Now, once you do get that into that starter role, that's when the reps come. That's when the game plan is really built around your comfort level. And those
injuries. Sure, a couple of in Huntington with a quad that screams, please no. Brendan Bates hobbling around on an ankle like it owes him money. And Gabriel cleared concussion protocol, looking ready but suddenly sidelined. Because Haslam said so.
There has been a war. A secret behind-the-scenes war is being exposed between Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry. Now, you guys remember during the bye week when Andrew Berry normally takes the podium to address the media about the team, Andrew Berry no-showed the press conference. He did not address the media or the state of the team. Now, it is very clear, and we understand, Gabriel was Kevin Stefanski's pick. Shedeur Sanders was Andrew Berry's pick.
Instant shakeup. Immediate chaos. Fan hearts racing. Ticket sales are spiking. The NFL universe collectively blinked twice. Like, did that just happen? Oh yes, it did. Shedeur Sanders is now officially the starter. And this isn't just, hey, let's give a rookie a shot stuff. This is Jimmy Haslam leaned into the power grid and said, this is happening, energy. Gabriel didn't even get a chance to blink. Welcome to the NFL reality show. And Shedeur. Oh, he's loving it. High degree of difficulty, low chance of anything else making sense. But somehow it worked. Shedeur now has a win under his belt before most of the Browns fan base had time to process. Wait, we're actually doing this? Now, let's talk about nuances. Shedeur isn't just throwing deep bombs and looking good in highlight reels.
The keys is his. I think he is the future quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. Now, yesterday after the game, Kevin Stefanski didn't want to give Shedeur Sanders his praise. He tried to undermine a lot of things that Shedeur Sanders did offensively and gave all the credit to the center, the blocking schemes, and the lights out defense. and really didn't acknowledge the quarterback play of Shedeur being that first rookie on a historical performance.
Communication. On point. Adjusting to the speed of the game, like he's been here a decade. Handling pressure and blitzes. Remember that Ravens game? Yeah, he made them regret it. Every defensive coordinator plotting against him probably spilled their coffee. And while Gabriel's watching from the bench, he's getting a free lesson in what it looks like when the owner pulls a move, and you just have to deal. Meanwhile, back on the sideline, Kevin Stefanski is trying to keep his calm. Number one job of a quarterback is to win, he mutters, possibly thinking, or maybe not, but yes, that's happening. He knows young quarterbacks improve by the week, and Shedeur is already leveling up like it's a video game. The kind of game where you've got cheat codes, and Jimmy Haslam is holding the controller, helping Shedeur look like a seasoned pro. Rookie Jerry Jeudy had a minor hiccup with ball security, but come on, it was more NFL complexity than loafing. The rookies are stepping up, and Shedeur walks in, and suddenly, whole offense feels like it's auditioning for a Broadway play.
Shedeur Sanders' entrance into the NFL didn't quite go as he expected, slipping to the 5th round and then eventually going to the Browns, where he was at one point QB4. Shedeur called that fuel for his fire back then, and it took him 12 weeks of the NFL season to be able to show the National Football League why he deserved better. On Sunday, before his first career start against the Raiders, Shedeur Sanders, who, by the way, is Kevin Stefanski's 13th quarterback during his tenure alone to make at least one start, had this to say.
And speaking of rookies, the development story here is absurdly satisfying. Shedeur is just the tip of the iceberg. 9 rookies stepped up, touchdowns in effect because of their work, and the whole team wired the right way. Hard work pays off. Watching these guys execute on Sunday isn't just football, it's a highlight reel of we are the future. And we are terrifyingly good. Shedeur didn't just step in. He stepped in on a conveyor belt of rookie energy, and somehow, it's working. Now, back to the dramatic flair, the forced part. Not just a power play in immediate high stakes, Thanksgiving week level intervention, ticket prices going up, and the NFL world watches, equally horrified and delighted. Meanwhile, Gabriel is over there, probably Googling how to reclaim starter QB status in 1 week, while Shedeur is busy redefining what rookie starter looks like.
In over 30-some years as a rookie starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns organization. Now, Kevin Stefanski just wrapped up his Zoom call for Monday, and they was asking him questions, and now he wants to come out to say that Shedeur Sanders is going to be the starting quarterback. I feel that Kevin Stefanski is feeling that pressure from Jimmy Haslam and Andrew Berry. We saw the footage of Andrew Berry in the locker room hugging Shedeur, and they had some work.
Plays that make you sit up in your chair and say, every throw is calculated, sharp, and somehow filled with rookie swagger. Handling blitzes, Shedeur turns pressure into opportunities. Watching him navigate the field is like watching someone perform a tightrope act with a flaming football in one hand and a game plan in the other. Impossible, elegant, chaotic, and hilarious all at once. Meanwhile, the sideline energy is unreal. Kevin Stefanski is trying to coach, strategize, and process the fact that Jimmy Haslam just forced his hand like he's a contestant on some cruel reality TV show. Players are buzzing, rookies are thriving, and Shedeur walks around like he's already part of the franchise history books. Because let's be real, after 1 week, fan perception doesn't care about experience. Instant legend. And if you think Shedeur's start is a fluke, think again. And the fans? Oh, the fans. Ticket prices go up, excitement surges, and suddenly, every Browns game is a must-watch spectacle. Shedeur stepping in becomes the story everyone talks about. Social media explodes. Analysts overanalyze. Memes are created at lightning speed. Haslam watches from above, smiling quietly, knowing he just turned a standard NFL week into a full-blown narrative of chaos, talent, and rookie swagger.
Big news on Monday, less than 24 hours after Shedeur Sanders leads the Browns to a 24-10 win over the Raiders. Kevin Stefanski announcing on Monday via his Zoom press conference that he's sticking with Shedeur. Shedeur will be the starter moving forward. You could argue that it felt kind of obvious after that game that should be the move that they make. He also did share that Dylan Gabriel has cleared the concussion protocol, which means nothing holding him back from playing again this week.
Asterisk, let's not forget. This isn't just about Shedeur. It's about the ripple effect. His confidence lifts the rookies, his plays energize the team. Defensive coordinators everywhere start drafting apology letters to themselves. It's a one-week upheaval that will be remembered long after stats are forgotten. One decision forced by the owner, creating more drama than a full season of scripted TV. And somehow it works. So what's next? Well, you can bet Shedeur will keep improving. Gabriel might get his chance back eventually, but for now, the NFL universe watches in awe as this young QB navigates first starts, rookie energy, and the weight of Haslam's power play. Every throw, every adjustment, every high-pressure moment cements the narrative. This isn't just a rookie starting. This is chaos curated by ownership, executed with skill, and celebrated by fans. 1 week, one decision, infinite memes, and a quarterback who now has a win under his belt. It's leaving the rest of the NFL scrambling because, let's be real, this isn't just about a quarterback change. This is an entire ecosystem flipping on its head. Shedeur stepping in isn't a ripple. It's a tsunami. Every practice, every pregame warm-up, every sideline glance now carries the weight of Jimmy Haslam's eyebrow raise.
Did the offense look like it was moving down the field? Check mark. Did he make some big plays? Check mark. Did Isaiah Bond start to look like maybe there's something there? How about this offensive line, by the way? We left this offensive line for dead, and rightfully so. And now all of a sudden the offensive line can start to play a little bit. The run game has some life to it. That's the best play I've seen Sampson make in his entire NFL career. Yeah. Harold Fannin making all sorts of plays, especially the one to get the first down.
Yes.
I don't think it's an accident that people around Shedeur Sanders get better around Shedeur Sanders.
They want to fight for him.
I just refuse. Yeah, I just refuse to think that's an accident.
Asterisk and the rest of the NFL, trying to figure out if they're still playing football or just participating in some high-stakes episode of NFL. Chaos Edition. And speaking of chaos, imagine the locker room vibe. You've got Gabriel probably practicing his death stare into the water cooler, and then there's Shedeur. He's casually tossing the football around like he's auditioning for a Gatorade. Commercial while simultaneously preparing to carve up defenses. It's an awkward brilliance. The perfect storm of rookie confidence and veteran panic in Kevin Stefanski. Somewhere between trying to coach and trying not to visibly sweat, realizing that when Haslam says do it, it's less suggestion and more law of nature. Adjustments that are textbook perfect, yet somehow also feel like improvisation. And pressure, please. Defensive blitzes aren't a problem. They're an opportunity for highlight reels. Each play is like watching a magician perform while juggling flaming swords on a unicycle, and the team around him. Oh, it's beautiful. Myles Garrett and the defensive crew creating chaos, drawing blockers, making defenses pay attention to the wrong guys so Shedeur can exploit the gaps.
The thing that I did not like Kevin Stefanski hesitating, to say he'll be starting next week. You could have at least said that. It's ridiculous that he didn't say at least that much, even though we know he eventually will, because as I was watching T.O. this morning, he said it accurately. There's no way that you could get away with not starting Shedeur Sanders. Cleveland will have, they'll have mutiny in that city if they don't put Shedeur Sanders back out there behind center this coming week.
Asterisk. Every piece of this roster suddenly feels alive, like a well-scripted movie. Except it's real, and it's brutal, and it's hilarious. Now, let's talk about fan reaction, because this is where things get truly spicy. Social media is ablaze. Clips of Shedeur's, deep passes, scrambles, and sideline smirks are trending everywhere. Memes have already been made, probably a few before Shedeur even finished his first warm-up. Ticket prices spike not because of injury or hype alone, but because Haslam's aura is a full-on marketing engine. Fans are loving it, hating it, arguing about it, basically doing everything the NFL wants, but in chaos form. This is the kind of week where sports commentary becomes an existential crisis. Do we focus on stats, or do we just acknowledge that we're watching history being made, forced and slightly terrifying? The ripple effect of this decision is going to be felt for weeks. Other teams are watching, defensive coordinators are panicking, and every young quarterback in the league just got a masterclass in how to suddenly become relevant because the owner wants it. Meanwhile, Gabriel. Let's not forget him. The guy now has a front row seat to what it feels like to be outmaneuvered without doing anything wrong.
But I can't stress this enough. While that's there, like, I can't, there's no more poor Kevin. I don't know if there was ever a poor Andrew. Again, the rest of the staff, it is what it is. Sorry. I got nothing. And what's the point to do any of that? Like, we all know where this is going. I don't think that they're going to get let go during the year. But I think at the end of the year, yeah, you're going to be looking at a new head coach. You're probably going to be looking at a new general manager. Yeah. Because you're going to need a new flavor. Because this is, right now, it seems like that would be premature. But I think we all know.
He's technically healthy, technically ready, is technically still very much the starter in waiting. But reality is, this is now Shedur's narrative. It's like showing up to class prepared for a test, only for the teacher to suddenly change the questions and assign your answers to the new kid. It's unfair, it's dramatic, and it's perfect TV. And while everyone's eyes are on Shedeur, the supporting cast continues to shine. Miles doing Miles things. Rookies making plays that look like they've been doing it their entire lives. The offensive line adjusted in real time to protect this new star without breaking a sweat. And every coach tries to appear calm while secretly checking the owner's mood every 15 seconds. The Browns ecosystem has officially become a delicate mix of talent, chaos, and one billionaire's whims. And the rest of the NFL? Watching in a mix of envy, horror, and mild confusion. Shedeur stepping in isn't an experiment anymore. It's the beginning of a new reality where rules bend, talent shines, and ownership power plays are now fully televised events. Every press conference now contains the possibility of, oh yeah, that happened because Haslam said so, and everyone nodded along like it's gospel. The Browns didn't just start a quarterback, they started a cultural phenomenon.
Sticking with Shedeur, and listen, I think it's the right decision, as I talked about on our post-game show. Shedeur he brought a spark to the offense that we hadn't seen. They scored 24 points. There were some things to like about the way that he just conducted things, and I get it. You know, there were some, he functioned largely within the structure of the offense and the things that they were trying to get him to call and run. But around that, you saw him improvise at times and make some plays downfield. That's something we hadn't seen from this offense just yet. And it also just felt like, in general, guys play.
So, here's the final thought. The season ahead isn't just a schedule. It's a series of cascading events, powered by Shedeur's first start, fueled by Haslam's dramatic influence, and amplified by a roster that is ready to turn every opportunity into spectacle. Will Shedeur dominate? Will Gabriel stage a comeback? Will Haslam pull another power play next week? Or is this just the opening act of a season that will be talked about for years? One thing is certain, the NFL just got a reminder that one decision, executed with style, swagger, and a touch of chaos, can change everything in an instant. And so, the burning question remains. And it's one that will echo through stadiums, locker rooms, and social media timelines alike. Can any quarterback, rookie or veteran, survive the whirlwind that is Jimmy Haslam's Browns? Buckle up, because this is only the beginning. And Shedeur Sanders isn't just starting games, he's starting conversations, starting memes, starting chaos, and, most importantly, starting what could be the most unexpectedly fun season in Browns history.